All right, let's dive right into the digital engine room of global finance, SAP. Today, we're going to walk through the absolute first steps, the foundational setup you have to do to get SAP's financial modules up and running from total scratch. Let's get to it.
Have you ever just stopped and wondered, how does a massive global company, like a multinational telecom giant, keep track of every single cent across its entire operation? Well, the answer is an incredibly powerful and structured system, and that's exactly where SAP FICO comes in. It's basically the central nervous system for everything related to finance.
So first things first, you've got to understand that FICO isn't just one single thing. It's actually a combo of two really powerful interconnected modules, and each one has a very specific job. Think of it like two sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got FI, which is financial accounting. This is all about what the company shows to the outside world, the official reports for investors, banks, and the taxman. Then, on the other side, you've got CO, or controlling. This is for internal eyes only. It's what the CEO and management use to make big decisions, plan budgets, and see how the company's really doing on the inside. Okay, so how do you take a real-world company with all its parts and actually build it inside of SAP? Well, you create a digital blueprint, an organizational structure that perfectly mirrors the real thing. Let's take a look at how that's built, starting from the very top. At the absolute peak of this digital family tree is something called the client. Now, don't let the name fool you. This is not a customer. In the world of SAP, the client is the whole shebang, the entire corporate group living inside one technical system. It's the highest level you can get. Want to step down from that, you have the company. The easiest way to think of this is like the legal parent corporation, the big holding company at the very top of the org chart. Its main purpose in life is financial consolidation. It takes all the numbers from its different businesses and rolls them all up into one big financial statement for the shareholders. And that brings us to the most important piece of the puzzle for us today, the company code. This is where the action happens. It represents an actual, independent, legal business where all the day-to-day accounting takes place. Every single transaction, from paying a bill to making a sale, gets posted right here. This is the absolute minimum you need for financial accounting.
Now hold on a second. If you're just starting out in SAP, you've probably heard two terms that sound almost identical, T-code and company code. This trips up so many people, so let's just clear the air right now. They are completely 100% different things.
So here's the bottom line. A T-code is a command. It's a shortcut you type in to get to a specific screen to do something, run a report, change a setting, whatever. A company code, on the other hand, is a place. It's a part of that organizational structure we just talked about. It's the digital version of a real company. So one is an action, the other is a structure. Okay, so we've built the blueprint for our company inside SAP. Now we need a way to actually speak the language of finance within that structure. We need, for lack of a better term, a financial dictionary.
And that brings us to the chart of accounts, or COA. It's really that simple. It is the master list of every single general ledger account the company uses. Think of it as the index or table of contents for the company's entire financial book. Every possible financial event, paying rent, buying office supplies, booking a huge sale, has its own specific account listed right here.
So we know the why, we know the where, and we know the what. Now it's time for the fun part, the how. Let's actually walk through the steps of building this core financial framework inside SAP.
Building this out is basically a four-step process. First, we have to define the chart of accounts itself. Next, we'll create some groups to keep all our accounts organized. Third, we assign specific number ranges to those groups. And finally, the big one, we link our new chart of accounts to our company code.
Okay, step one, we use the T-code OB13. That takes you right to the screen where you define your new chart of accounts. You'll give it a unique 4-character ID, something like RTCA for our example. You'll set the language, and you'll decide how long you want your account numbers to be, maybe 6 digits long. It's a pretty simple screen, but it's the very first building block. All right, next up, we need to bring some sanity to what could be thousands of different accounts. And we do that by creating account groups. This isn't just about being neat. It's about creating a really logical structure that controls how different accounts behave. And here's how that works in the real world. We create groups for things like liabilities, assets, revenue, and expenses. Then, and this is the key part, we assign a unique number range to each group. So, for example, all our liability accounts will start with a 1, all our assets will start with a 2, and so on. This creates rules. It means you literally can't create a new expense account unless its number falls somewhere in that 400,000 range. It's a really powerful way to enforce order.
And this is just so important to get.
This whole process isn't just about randomly picking numbers. It's about building a rock-solid, logical system where every single financial transaction that could ever happen in the company has a specific, designated home. This is the foundation of clean and reliable financial reporting.
And now, the final step, we connect everything together. Using T-code OB62, we make the assignment. This screen will show you a list of all your company codes. You just find yours, in our case, RT01. And in the Chart of Accounts column right next to it, you type in the key for the Chart of Accounts we just created, RTCA. Hit Save, and that's it. The connection is made.
And just like that, our two main components are connected. The company blueprint is now officially linked to its financial dictionary. The entire foundation has been built, and the system is ready to start processing real business transactions.
So let's do a quick recap. Remember, FI is for the outside world. CO is for the inside. The company structure in SAP is client, then company, and then the all-important company code. The Chart of Accounts, or COA, is that master financial dictionary, all organized by groups and number ranges. And the whole point of this configuration is to link your company's blueprint to that financial dictionary.
So, we've built the stage, we've defined the structure, and we've created the language. From this point on, every transaction is going to be recorded inside this framework we just built. The foundation is set. But the real question is, what kind of financial story is it ultimately going to tell about the business?